Okay, well, Ballynahinch Castle is a 40-bedroom hotel located on a 450-acre estate. And on site and for sporting activities, we have fly fishing, so you can learn to fly fish with a guide. We do half-day and full-day tutorials. We have walks of the grounds. We have over 10 miles of looped walks that guests can enjoy by themselves or with a guide. Our guide Noel is a native Irish speaker, and he takes people out in a lovely 2.5 hour stroll of the estate, telling them all the history of the previous owners, pointing out some archaeology sites that are on the estate. And part of the guided walk is a boat trip to the 15th century ruin on the island, which was the original Ballynahinch Castle. And when they return after the boat trip, they get to plant their own tree on the estate. So they're planting their own little bit of history at Ballynahinch. Locally, we have a boat trip which guests depart from Roundstone Pier, which is in a beautiful little fishing village just 8 miles from the hotel. On a 2.5 hour boat trip, we have a deserted island called Inishlacken. The last residents left the island in the early 80s. There's no electricity, there's no running water, so it's really like stepping back in time. Beautiful white sandy beaches when we get the good weather, so they can have a picnic, they can stroll the island. On the way back, they pass a grey seal colony, so they get to see native Irish seals. There's a lot of indigenous Irish birds, seabirds like gannets that they will see on the trip. And the highlight of the trip is to pull up the lobster pots, so traditional form of fishing. And if there's lobsters or crabs in the pot, John will give those to the guests and they take them back to the hotel, and our chef will happily cook them for them in the evening. On site, we also are planning to have kayaks on the lake. We're putting in a mountain bike trail, which is going to be 10 miles of mountain trails on the grounds of the hotel. An equestrian centre, so that we're going to have between March and October every year the opportunity to do some horseback riding on the grounds of the estate. And then of course locally you have a lot of hiking in the area. So for an activity holiday, there's just really so much to do, and beautiful cycling routes as well. You have all of Connemara available by bike, and we use Butterfield and Robinson bikes, so we use good quality bicycles for anyone that's staying with us, and we have maps available, or we can guide as well.